What if your biggest problem isn't a lack of desire, but a reliance on something that always fails you? I'm talking about motivation, and it's a trap. Over the last two videos, we've talked about the unstoppable force of determination and the unwavering spirit of dedication. These are powerful engines, no doubt. But even the most powerful engine needs a robust chassis, a finely tuned transmission, and a clear, steady hand on the wheel to navigate the road to success. Today, we're building that chassis, that transmission, that steady hand. We're talking about discipline, not as a punishment, but as the ultimate system that transforms raw ambition into undeniable power. If you've ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly achieve their goals while others constantly fall short, despite having the same dreams, then stick around. Because by the end of this, you'll understand that discipline isn't about being rigid, it's about being unstoppable. You see, many people misunderstand discipline. They think it's about forcing yourself to do things you hate, or living a life devoid of joy. That's a fundamentally flawed view. True discipline isn't a jail cell. It's a well-engineered bridge that takes you from where you are to exactly where you want to be. It's the architect that builds power, not just for a moment, but for a lifetime. When you combine the burning fire of your determination, the relentless pursuit born from your dedication, and then channel it through the systematic precision of discipline, you unlock a different level of power altogether. This isn't just about getting things done. It's about building a fortress of capability around your dreams, making them virtually unshakable. It's the often overlooked, yet absolutely crucial final piece of the puzzle that ensures your aspirations don't just remain dreams, but evolve into tangible, undeniable realities. This is about building a life, a career, a future, where you're not just hoping for success, but actively engineering it, day in and day out. Let's clear something up right away. Discipline is not a fleeting burst of willpower. Willpower is like a muscle that gets tired. You can flex it for a while, but eventually it fatigues. Discipline, on the other hand, is a structured process. Think of it less like a sprint fueled by raw energy, and more like a carefully constructed machine. A machine that, once built and set in motion, operates with consistent, deliberate application of effort, regardless of how you feel on any given day. Imagine trying to build a skyscraper with just raw strength and a temporary surge of enthusiasm. It would crumble. But with blueprints, construction schedules, trained teams, and consistent effort, that skyscraper rises, brick by brick, beam by beam. That's the difference between relying on momentary motivation, which is often fickle and unreliable, and embracing a systemic approach to getting things done. Discipline is the blueprint for your success, the construction schedule for your dreams. It doesn't ask you to be excited every single day. It just asks you to show up and execute the plan. It's the difference between saying, "I'll try," and saying, "I will." And that subtle shift in mindset, backed by consistent action, changes everything. So, what are the gears and levers that make this powerful system of discipline actually work? Let's break it down into its core components. You wouldn't start a road trip without knowing your destination, right? Yet, countless individuals attempt to build a disciplined life without first establishing clear, well-defined goals. This is like trying to navigate a dense fog without a compass. You'll just drift aimlessly, expending energy, but making no real progress. Discipline without clear goals is wasted effort. It's like being incredibly determined and dedicated to running, but not knowing which direction or how far. You might be working hard, but are you working smart? Are you moving towards something meaningful? Your goals provide the direction, the why behind your efforts. They give your discipline purpose and focus. If you haven't sat down and really thought about what you want to achieve, if your goals are vague, like "I want to be successful" or "I want to be happy," then your discipline will struggle to find its footing. You need to know exactly what success looks like for you. what happiness means in concrete terms. Only then can you begin to lay the groundwork for a disciplined approach that actually leads somewhere. Clarity is the first domino that sets everything else in motion. Once you have those clear goals, the next step is to break them down. A mountain seems insurmountable until you identify the first step, then the second, then the third. That's where actionable steps come in. Discipline thrives on small, consistent wins. You don't try to lift the entire weight of your ambition at once. You lift one manageable piece, then another. Imagine someone wanting to write a book. The goal itself, write a book, can feel overwhelming. But if they break it down into write 500 words each morning or outline one chapter a week, suddenly it's not just achievable, it's sustainable. Each time they hit that 500-word mark or complete a chapter outline, they get a small sense of accomplishment. This isn't just about ticking boxes, it's about building momentum. That feeling of progress, that tiny surge of pride, fuels the next step and the step after that. It's like rolling a snowball down a hill. It starts small, but with each turn, it gathers more mass and speed. This momentum is critical because it keeps you going even when the initial motivation fades of age. It's the invisible hand that gently pushes you forward, day after day, making the seemingly impossible inevitable. This is where the magic of consistency truly begins to manifest. The human brain is a magnificent yet lazy organ. It loves efficiency. Routines are like pre-programmed shortcuts for your brain. When you establish consistent habits, you're essentially automating tasks, reducing the mental energy required to decide, to start, to push through. Think about brushing your teeth in the morning. Do you debate whether to do it? Do you need a surge of motivation? Probably not. It's a routine. It's automatic. When you apply this principle to your goals, whether it's exercising at a specific time, dedicating an hour to learning, or tackling your most challenging work task first, you free up valuable cognitive resources. Instead of spending mental energy on, should I do it? That energy can be channeled into doing it and doing it well. This automation minimizes procrastination because the decision is already made. It ensures a steady, unwavering march towards your outcomes, almost like a relentless tide that continually pushes forward. Many highly successful people aren't just talented, they are masters of routine. They understand that their creative energy, their problem-solving capacity, and their critical thinking skills are precious. By routinizing the mundane, the essential, and even the challenging aspects of their work, they create space for what truly matters. They're not waiting for inspiration. They're building systems that produce inspiration through consistent action. Their discipline isn't about being rigid. It's about being strategically efficient, allowing them to focus their mental firepower where it's most needed. Finally, we arrive at the guardian of the system, self-control. This isn't about being perfect. It's about consciously choosing actions aligned with your long-term goals, even when immediate temptations pull you in another direction. It's managing your impulses, resisting distractions, and prioritizing tasks effectively. We live in a world designed to distract us. Notifications, endless entertainment, instant gratification. They all constantly vie for our attention. Self-control is the muscle that says, not now. My goal is more important. It's the ability to delay gratification, to say no to the easy path in favor of the harder, more rewarding one. It's choosing to work on that important report instead of scrolling social media. It's opting for a healthy meal instead of fast food. It's waking up early to pursue your passion even when your bed feels impossibly comfortable. Self-control isn't about denying yourself pleasure forever. It's about understanding that true, lasting satisfaction often comes from achieving meaningful goals, not from fleeting diversions. It's a fundamental component of cultivated power because it places you firmly in the driver's seat of your life. It ensures that your actions are dictated by your aspirations, not by your impulses or external stimuli. When you develop strong self-control, You stop being a passenger in your own life and become the conscious, deliberate creator of your destiny. Now, I need to be absolutely straight with you. Cultivating discipline is not an overnight transformation. This isn't a quick fix or a hack you download. It's a gradual journey, a process of building resilience and refining habits, one day at a time. Expecting instant perfection is a surefire way to get discouraged and give up. Think of it like building physical strength. You don't just wake up one day and lift 100 pounds. You start with lighter weights, you show up consistently, you push a little harder each time, and slowly, over weeks and months, your strength grows. Discipline is the same. It takes practice, it takes patience. So, how do you actually start this journey? First, set realistic expectations. Don't declare you'll work 16 hours a day, 7 days a week, if you've been struggling to focus for 1 hour. Start small. If your goal is to read more, commit to just 10 pages a day. If it's exercise, commit to 15 minutes. The point is to make it so easy to start that you can't say no. Consistency at a low level is infinitely more powerful than sporadic bursts of intense, unsustainable effort. Second, track your progress. What gets measured gets managed. Whether it's a simple checklist, a habit tracking app, or a journal, seeing your progress builds confidence and reinforces the behavior. Every checked box is a small victory, a tiny confirmation that you're indeed moving forward. It's a visual representation of your commitment, and it helps you see patterns, what works, what doesn't. Third, celebrate small victories. We often wait for the grand achievement to celebrate, but those small, consistent actions deserve recognition. Did you stick to your morning routine all week? Pat yourself on the back. Did you resist a major distraction? Acknowledge that win. These mini celebrations reinforce the positive loop, making your brain associate discipline with reward, not just effort. Fourth, surround yourself with supportive influences. This could be friends who share similar ambitions, a mentor, an online community, or even just books and podcasts that inspire disciplined action. Your environment plays a huge role in shaping your habits. If everyone around you is lax and pulls you towards distraction, it's incredibly hard to stay disciplined. Seek out those who uplift you, who hold you accountable, and who embody the disciplined approach you aspire to. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, learn from setbacks as opportunities for growth, not failures. You will miss a day. You will fall off track. That's not a failure. That's an opportunity to learn. Why did you miss it? What can you adjust next time? Did you set an unrealistic goal? Was your environment too distracting? Every deviation from your plan offers valuable data. Don't beat yourself up. Instead, analyze, adapt, and get back on track. The truly disciplined aren't those who never falter, but those who falter, learn, and then keep going. So there you have it. We started this journey by talking about determination, that raw passion and resolve. We moved on to dedication, the unwavering commitment that keeps you pushing forward. And today, we've unveiled discipline, the foundational system that brings it all together. It's the framework that harnesses your fiery will and your steadfast commitment, transforming them from mere intentions into powerful, actionable forces that literally reshape your reality. Discipline isn't about restriction. It's about liberation. It liberates you from the whims of motivation, from the paralysis of procrastination, and from the regret of unfulfilled potential. It's the ultimate enabler, equipping you with the tools to build the life you envision, to achieve those impossible goals, and to truly wield the power that resides within you. This isn't just about personal growth. It's about becoming the architect of your own destiny, systematically building a future that reflects your highest aspirations. Embrace discipline and watch your world transform. If you're ready to put these principles into action and truly master your life, make sure you don't miss our next video.